Hey everyone, Kyle Walker here. If you love cars, fixing things, or just want to understand your vehicle better, you're in the right place. I share hands-on tips, smart driving advice, and straight-up car talk without the fluff. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around till the end. You don't want to miss what's coming up. Let's get into it.
The most expensive of modern cars over the years lose their presentable appearance. The paintwork is aging, destroyed by temperature fluctuations, precipitation, exposure to ultraviolet sunlight. Microscopic scratches appear in the paint layer, which expand over time. Subsequently, microcracks only become more visible. The shine of the former paintwork dims, and various polishes can only have a temporary effect. The more expensive the car, the more it loses its attractiveness. The optimal way out of such phenomena can be liquid wax, taking into account its excellent restoring characteristics. What is liquid wax? Everyone is familiar with the concept of ordinary wax, but what is car wax? It is a product from the field of automotive chemistry, which is designed to create a protective coating on the paintwork of the car. It necessarily has water-repellent properties. In addition, car wax should prevent premature aging of the coating and its degradation, facilitate subsequent washing by manual and automatic means, speed up drying and increase its efficiency, and, most importantly, maintain the attractive appearance of the vehicle. Regardless of which car wax is better suited to a particular brand of car, it must counteract the penetration of aggressive components under the surface of the coating. Even at first glance, it is easy to distinguish between a treated and untreated car body. It is visually noticeable that the treated coating is shiny and shining, characterized by a smooth surface. You can also quickly recognize such coatings in wet weather. On wax, rain droplets do not spread over the entire surface area. They first gather into balls and then simply roll off the body. If this procedure is neglected, road dirt and dust will eventually penetrate deeper and deeper under the paintwork and accumulate inside. You will have to visit car wash services more and more often to restore the car's appearance. Using wax, you can save your car from these problems in a relatively short period of time and at low cost. What effect to expect from wax treatment? Treatment with wax is the best way to keep the paintwork of the car in a presentable form. But it is not only about aesthetic characteristics. Wax gives the body protection and prevents premature aging of the coating. The work is best entrusted to specialists who have the necessary qualifications, production facilities, and equipment. Compliance with the technology of application in combination with high-quality ingredients guarantees long-term operation with the preservation of cool appearance. Pros and cons of car wax coating. The advantages of this method of protecting the paintwork are more than enough. It is popular among domestic motorists for the following reasons. Creates a durable and aesthetically attractive coating, restores its shine. The amount of dirt particles penetrating cracks and irregularities is reduced, making it easier to maintain the vehicle. Less time is required to dry the vehicle. A top-notch protective coating is created against harmful ultraviolet light, dust, and dirt. Read also how to properly wind the thermal tape and why it is needed at all. Any car can and should be covered with means based on liquid or hard wax. Manufacturers often even advise to perform such a procedure before the first sale of a new car in the dealer's showroom. Moreover, body waxing is recommended for those cars that have undergone polishing in order to restore the worn coating. Despite the variety of positive sides, the procedure of waxing cars has its own disadvantages. Among them is the high cost of some works, if they are performed at a professional service station with the help of foreign means of auto chemistry of well-known manufacturers. Another point could potentially be associated with the possibility of visible stains or divorces on the body if the procedure is performed unprofessionally. Types of liquid wax. Which wax for the car is the best? Traditionally asked by motorists. Today, there are three main types of this auto chemistry product, each of which is characterized by its own characteristics. Cold auto wax is characterized by a significant content of surface substances, which by their active composition belong to cationic. The other most important ingredient is the emulsion. The application of such a product perfectly fills the smallest cracks, scratches, and any type of irregularities. Even the best cars in terms of cost and bodywork characteristics can be treated with cold wax. It creates a reliable protective layer, increases the shine of the bodywork, facilitates washing, and speeds up the drying process. The manual method is used for application and polishing. It is advisable to repeat the procedure after several washes to consolidate the effect. Hot auto wax is a paraffin-containing substance with a soft consistency and can be of either artificial or natural origin. Even the artificial variety belongs to the best types of wax of synthetic properties. High-quality types of these products in their composition have the so-called carnauba wax. It is characterized by a high melting point, special transparency, increased resistance to mechanical damage. Melting such chemicals are usually in the temperature range of 40 to 90 degrees Celsius. The protective qualities of such a coating remain unchanged for 6 to 12 months. Solid hard paste wax must first be brought to a different state. For this purpose, it is diluted with hot water. It can be applied with a clean rag or napkin, and then gently polish the body with slow circular movements. Inexpensive varieties of polishing agents can add special additives that have an anti-corrosion purpose. Liquid hot wax is more expensive than cold wax because of the components in its composition. Similar to the hot wax, the so-called foam wax is characterized by similar qualities. It is no longer applied by hand, but with the help of specific equipment. For this synthetic wax, liquid or solid, diluted with water and get an emulsion. It is mixed with air, and the finished combination is sprayed on the surface of the vehicle body. It is the foam emulsion in the rating of synthetic car waxes is considered the most effective in terms of creating a protective layer. It is not only evenly atomized, but also perfectly retained on the surface. Read also, tubeless tires, device, marking, advantages, how to distinguish with the exception of foam emulsion, any other wax and spray. Foam can be easily applied and spread by hand. However, in order to count on long-term use, the machine is thoroughly washed and dried before committing to the procedure, after which it is ready to carry out procedures. Before applying the product, the bottle of liquid car wax is shaken thoroughly. Procedures should not be performed under direct sunlight. It is advisable to start applying the protective agent from the roof, gradually descending to the bottom in small sections. First, the product is sprayed over the entire surface of the body, and after 15 to 20 minutes it can be rubbed in neat circular motions. In fact, both hot wax and cold wax are excellent for manual processing. Manufacturers of auto chemistry pay attention. The temperature of the ambient air in the process of processing should not differ from the temperature of the means itself by no more than 20 degrees to one side or the other. What is the best car wax? There is a wide range of car care products on the market, and it is not always possible to find an unambiguous answer to the question, which one to coat? Which wax is better for this or that car? Not all of them hold and apply in the same way. It is better to determine in advance the polishes for polishing the car in terms of their performance characteristics, wax and spray form. It is considered the worst option of choice, because already after 1 to 2 washes or the same number of rains from the protection will not remain in traces. The treatment will have to be repeated again and again, liquid form of wax product. It is considered the best wax for creating a protective layer. For a long time it will please the motorist with a flawless appearance of his vehicle, provided that the technology, time and effort are observed. A clean car is thoroughly dried, and then you can apply the product in a liquid state. To make the body shine like new, it is additionally blown with a jet of air, solid wax-like product. Recommended for those motorists who are in constant search for an answer to the question of what wax is better to protect the body. Under any climatic conditions, it should be applied on a dry and clean surface and polished thoroughly immediately afterwards. Hot waxing creates the brightest shine possible. The product must be diluted with hot water for use. When choosing auto chemical products for your iron horse, it is necessary to pay attention to its color. White car body needs protection means more than others. The traces of negative impact of environmental factors are most noticeable on such cars. High-quality waxing will emphasize the color and give the coating the effect of diamond shine, create a quality protective layer, and protect from the settling of dust particles. In conclusion, choosing the right wax for your car ultimately depends on your specific needs and preferences. Whether you opt for a natural carnauba wax for its deep shine or a synthetic wax for its durability and ease of application. Each type has its unique benefits. Remember to consider factors such as your climate, how often you drive, and the level of protection you desire. By selecting the best wax for your vehicle, you can enhance its appearance and extend its lifespan. Thank you for watching, and happy waxing!